Hello and welcome to another AIC video. Today we're going to be looking at something I bought to hopefully make my life a little simpler. So this is a Magnasonic photo negative scanner. What it's meant to do is to digitize your pictures from your negatives into a digital file. Pretty simple concept. There's plenty of services out there that charge for this service. I recently inherited about 200 pounds of photo negatives and from an elderly family member who's gone into long-term care. And so I needed a way to go through those negatives to see if there's A, any pictures we actually want to keep, and B, be able to actually then digitize those pictures. So I did some research and I found a ton of options. There are a ton of options. Their prices go from like $50 up to thousands of dollars for a scanner. And so I decided, in my usual fashion, to go cheap. And my reasoning behind this was, if I could pick up something cheap, I could go through my photos fairly quickly, find the ones that I will want to keep, and if I identify those, then I can then pay a service to professionally scan those photos, and I will be much further ahead money-wise than either paying for all of them to be scanned or paying for a much more expensive scanner for photos I may not want any of. So this Magnasonic cost about $70, and one of the biggest reasons why I picked it, there were two reasons. One, it had a higher megapixel count on the scanner than some of the other ones. It has a 23 megapixel scanner versus a 22. I don't know how much, if any, difference that makes. The other thing is it came with a plate for a 110 film negative. So that's a much smaller negative than you typically see. It's it's a lot smaller than 35, and that's what most of this is this 110. So a lot of the scanners had for slides, 35 millimeter film, things like that, but they didn't have specifically the 110. So that was probably the bigger selling point for me on this. I've already used it. I'll go over what it comes with and how to use it. It's fairly simple. But first of all, what it comes with these adapter plates. This is your main adapter here. It fits your slides, but it also fits these other adapters. So here's for 35 millimeter film. Here is for 26 millimeter, and this is for 110. It comes with a fairly lengthy USB cable, which is nice. A lot of times they chip out on that and give you just a super short one. You have a dusting cloth. You have a cable to where you can hook it up to your television if you actually still have a TV with an RCA port on there, which, if you notice, I haven't opened this bag. It comes with a wall plug, and it is a US version, which is nice. It comes with the instruction manual. And I did read through the instruction manual, and it is very easy to read, very clear. It obviously hasn't been directly translated from Chinese, like some of these products sometimes get. And so it made it very easy to use this. So very good job on the instruction manual, Magnasonic. Good job. And then it comes with the device itself, which is very small and very light. I was actually surprised at just how compact this was. I was thinking it'd be a bit bigger. I don't know why, but I was just expecting it to be a bit bigger. Now you'll need one other thing. You'll need an SD card. It does take a full-size SD card, so you either can use a micro SD with an adapter or just an SD card. This is one I just had laying around. And then you'll need a computer that can actually read a full-size or micro SD card, depending on your choice. And that's all you need to have to run it. Let's go ahead and start scanning some pictures. I'll readjust the camera so we can actually see the screen, and we'll be right back. All right, so now we are ready to scan some pictures. So you take your main case here. We're going to be scanning some 110 film. Clip it in there and slide it into the side all the way through. All right, and we're going to take our SD card and put it here at the back. And we're going to power it on. Now the first thing it's going to come up with is ask us if we're going to be putting it onto a computer SD card. So we're just going to say no because we're doing it to the SD card. The next thing we want to do is, right now it's on 110 mode. You can switch that by clicking the type here, and it takes us to 126. Regular film, slides, black and white, and back to 110. All right. And we're going to take our film, and sorry, I'm kind of doing this around the camera here. I'm just going to slide it in here on the side. And you can see as we slide it in, it will start to appear on the screen. There we go. Get it lined up just right. Now, if we think that that image is too dark, or if we don't like the color, we can click here. It says RGB on there. We click OK, and now we're going to adjust the brightness of it. It's too light. That looks pretty good. We click OK, then OK again to scan. Then we just slide the negative through to get to the next one. We just want to make sure that it fills the frame there. That almost looks too light, so we're going to hit the RGB again, hit OK, and we're going to drop that down. That's a little too low. We'll put it right in the middle. And go ahead and scan. I think that looks pretty good. Go ahead, hit OK. And I believe that's the last one. Yep. All right, pull that out. Now we can go ahead and turn off the scanner. We'll eject the SD card and move over to a computer that has the SD card reader. So let's go ahead and readjust the camera and put in the SD card into the computer. All right, so we're going to plug in the SD card. Now you can see I've been messing with this a little bit. Go ahead and flip that. I think that did pretty good. I think I'm satisfied with how that turned out. Now let me show you one more picture. The first time I scanned it, I did not have it on the correct mode, and this is what you get. It gets cropped and cut because it's meant for a larger piece of film if you don't correct the size. So that's the same picture as this. So obviously this is a little bit better scan quality than that one is. So it's not perfect. Really what it is giving us a chance to do is just go through and see what pictures even exist and what ones we will want to keep and which ones we don't. Anyways, if you have any questions or thoughts on the Magnasonic photo scanner, let me know. I'll have a link to it in the video description. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have an amazing day.